Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Final Fantasy XVI Let's Play adventure, where today we are finally going to advance the main story. We spent a pretty hefty episode last episode wandering around and doing side quests.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true.
And today we're going to continue the main quest, where it sounds like we're walking into a bit of an argument. Let's find out what's going on here.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
I did just recently wake up, if you're
Barnabas
wondering.
The one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time.
Yeah, that's odd, isn't it?
Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
See, this sounds like we're going on a real proper adventure, and oh, also, looks like we got some more free stuff to collect.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Yeah, well, you
Come
know
to
me, I
claim your
just
just
can't
desserts.
stay away from free stuff. Ring of the Swift Shot. So we are the shadows that quicken in the Firebird's wake, and from the shadows do serve our Lord and those who would be his wings. It's from the Undying.
Here you are.
Thank you so much, but
Well done.
what is it, and what does it do, and why might I want it? Why might I indeed? Also, there's a new side quest? Just after having that conversation? That's a little bit odd. So we need to go to gear first, and we're not going to get rid of this, but just to see what it is. Lowers charge time for charged magic. Oh, that's lovely, but also, like, why? I so rarely use that. What is this? How is this a thing? We've already done all the quests around here. How do we have a new one already? What is the situation?
Please,
Oh, it's
not
Yote.
My Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded.
I mean, that doesn't seem to bother us at
The
all,
search
so...
continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
There's my answer to my question.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
All right. Phoenix, heal thyself. Should be straightforward enough. I mean, it's just odd to me that kind of just happened. There's some new stuff at the reading table, too, but I mean, surely there's not another quest at the reading table, right? It's gotta just be messages from folks around the realm helping, or thanking me for all the help that I provided them over the course of the last couple episodes. It would almost seem unimaginable to me that after going through and doing, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 side quests in the last 2 videos, that there would be a whole slew of new ones? Just as a result of having that one conversation? Like, is that's what I'm assuming unlocked Phoenix Heal Thyself. Okay, look, we don't see that there's going to be any kind of quests here, so I think we're fine. We go ahead and give these a little gander here. Thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Orwain and them lot would still be stuck stilling blight water over a bonner. There's always room for improvement, though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come a-knockin' at your chamber door looking for more spheres and ash and whatnot. Mid. Thanks, Mid. I was going to try to do the accent, but then I realized, no. What happened in Eastpool with the Bearers and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The duchy of old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream still burns in the hearts of many, and it is through victories such as these that fire will spread. This is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. So that's Martha. And then, oh, this one's going to be sad. It's hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs, yet he is not. And it is everything I can do not to fall to my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together. So long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me, and I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. That is what I choose. Eloise. Lovely. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go ahead and do this little side quest here. Doesn't seem like it's going to be very involved. Head to the 3 reeds, collect some flowers or whatever it is from the ether flooded area, bring it back, heal thy chocobo brother or whatever. Can we jump off of here? Why would we want to? Okay, good. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. I guess I just never tried and expected it not to work on the basis that usually you can't jump off of things in this game. The developers hate you and don't want you to find unique routes. But we did just succeed at that one. This is exactly where I expected it would be. Right by the broken aqueduct, right in the middle of an ether flood, surrounded by frickin' lobsters. You can call them crayclaws all you want, but they're giant lobster scorpion beasts from below the sea. And we have to cross the bridge in order to get over there. Don't waken! I haven't the patience to deal with you. Go back to sleep. Giant plants. What side? Is it this side? Is this it? Can we even get this way? I don't think so. Yeah, this doesn't quite check out. We need to go this way, I assume. Yeah, we pass under here. Isn't this sort of where that village of...
the aqueduct.
Isn't this where the goblin men tend to respawn?
Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, this guy's not bothered. This guy's not bothered at all.
Just my luck.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Dang it, I tried to, like, delay that so long to get the dodge perfect. Why? Why am I so bad? No, come on, I can do this. No, see, that's the problem. I go too early. There we go. That was something. Is he gonna come out of that and go, like, directly back into... Oh, his attack! Yeah, that's what I was worried about would happen. That wasn't even what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to do a parry. Just hit him with this. One more time. Really? Okay, what about this? There we go. Good riddance to him at this point. There's quite a bit of this right over here on the ground. Not sure if that's necessarily blood red, but sure. Looks a bit more like magenta to me.
Better collect as much as I can before
Possibly I'm colorblind. Hard to say. I don't think so.
All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
I wonder if it was possible for us to sneak in here. I didn't even try. Normally the game says no. No stealth for you, sir. But it could be that this was an exception to the situation. We don't know. Oh, Yote! I have returned, bearing gifts of
Yote,
magenta
I
root.
brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, there we go. One random little side quest just out of nowhere completed, and we're level 43 now too, which is handy. I'm concerned though. Also, what was this? Treatment diary. Today, Clive visited the infirmary. Oh no, we've seen this before. Are we gonna have like more little side quests pop up all over the world now as a result of having completed that one? Can you imagine if every time we finished one, another one popped up and they were unending? We could never finish all the side quests. They just kept coming and they wouldn't stop coming. And there's no way for us to complete the main story because, gosh darn it, you know I'm not going to go out and do the main story until all the side quests are done and they won't end. And it's endless and we're streaming for like 90 hours. I'm starting to get real sleepy. I can't go without sleep for much longer. And then all of a sudden it happens. The third eye on my forehead finally cracks open and I see the truth of the universe. It all unfolds before me. The song of creation begins to blare out, trumpet sound, and I ascended to heaven right before your very eyes.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Well, then that change. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
So after that conversation, how many little side quests have cropped up across the world? That's basically what happened before.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise now.
Oh my goodness. This is just happening then. There's no escaping this. We're going into the hall for this conversation. Howdy, Gilliam. Welcome to the live recording.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Now that's the kind of conversation you have, and then a plethora of new side quests become available. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
I'm trying to watch as the sun kind of rises to make sure I slowly bring this light up to keep my face illuminated. There we go. So that's that conversation completed. And if we have a look at the map, I'm just sus. I'm sus. It happened once already, so I'm just expecting it to happen again. I just keep thinking any minute now. But no, according to the map, it doesn't look like there's anything new. Joshua, did you have some concerns you wanted to voice?
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
Maybe. I mean, we'll find out. It's possible we won't. Could just be a waste of time. You just go tromp around this other continent next to us for tromp. You know how you tromp around for several hours and gain nothing from it. Hey, Otto.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Why does one side get a curl in it and not the other? I'd be perfectly fine with this side curling up if the other side would curl up to match. Or they can both stay straight. I don't care which. They just look silly when they're different. This is not worth it. Don't grow a mustache, people. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth the effort. See how ridiculous this is? I'm tempted to just go cut it off now. That's kind of somewhat symmetrical. The symmetry bothers me. It's got to be symmetrical. Sorry, what are we doing? What's happening, Clive? Huh? What? Oh, we're going here now. Yeah, that might as well happen. Western Ash. The Shadow Coast. This is where we made out naked with Jill, right? Fond, fond memories.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Is that what happened on that beach?
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? will save us all.
I do.
That was the shortest spat in history.
Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Just brothers being brothers, you know how it is.
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
That is how it'd be if you've never had a brother. You get into a knockdown, drag out, and then 5 minutes later, be like, all right, you want to go get some pizza or something? Watch Last Airbender. It's over. It's behind you. Same thing with like male friendships. They're the best. You can just do anything and it'll be fine. Like 10 minutes later. It's like, I think your girlfriend's literally the worst human being. I think she's... I hate her. She's abusive. She's mean. She's awful for you. I think you're stupid for dating her.
Over there looks
You go see a movie later? Alright.
Shall we sample its inhabitants?
You just be as aggressive as you want and it's fine. Also, if everyone in your life is telling you that, there's probably something to it. Just thought, I mean, not for anyone in particular out there, but if you are a person and everyone in your life hates your, like, girlfriend or boyfriend, you might ought to, instead of just telling them to shut up,
This place is as dead as Greek as ghost.
maybe consider that there's a reason for it. Like, at least think it through a little bit. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to break up with the individual. Just consider that if everyone you know and love no longer wants to be around you because of her, and they have a long list of reasons why, instead of just ignoring them and saying they're idiots, maybe consider that there's something to that. I'm just throwing this out there as an idea. You know, just something to consider. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with the Kashyyyk no matter what happens here. It might be a bit wasteful, but you know what would deal with these guys real quick? Including big guy back there. Just give him one of these. Man.
I see only orcs.
That fills up our ATB gauge too real quick. That dealt damage to guys we couldn't even see back there. That's crazy. Just leave the Twister to do its thing. I'll come up here and deal with this now. Wow, that was quick and easy. The Twister did actually take care of all of them. It's remarkable. Okay, carrying on now through the village. I kind of am tempted to check every nook and cranny, even though I know it increases the likelihood that we're going to find baddies. You never know when you're going to find a chest, because we've done this a couple of times now. You'll find a chest that has an orchestration in it. For some reason. Although I'll confess, I don't see one here now. Oh, well, hold on. Watch, it just has some, like, Y-Rite in it or something. 20 sharp fangs! It's better than an orchestration. That's 20 sharp fangs we wouldn't have had otherwise. Definitely worth our time. Also, the creepy music isn't going to work when I already know that whatever's here we can just, like, whip in no time. Give me some more sharp fangs, baby. Amber! Not something we need right now, but we'll take it. I might need it for crafting later, although it kind of feels like the weapons and armor that we're working to get everything we need to craft now are going to be the last bits of weapon and armor we craft in the game. So, we do have that upgraded sword, and then we have the Ouroboros bits. I kind of feel like after that... Alright. Okay, bunch of big guys here. Waste no time. Take no chances. Hit them with the fire immediately. And then by the time the fire's done, we'll be just about ready to unleash the winds. But I think we'll wait on everybody to get over here for that. Oh, gosh dang it. Who did that? Where is he? Looking for a guy with, like, a staff. Probably that guy back there. Alright, here we go. Lovely. Probably the Grand Friar, but we're kind of attacking two guys here. No, hold on. Focus your attacks. There we go. He's dealt with. We're not going to be getting any more spells out of him. I was hoping that would be able to reach both of them. I wasn't entirely convinced it would. Okay, before anyone else comes up and starts hassling me, I need to make a quick change here. I need that to be Judgment Bolt. And I need that to be Pile Drive. And can we upgrade either of those? I think we can upgrade both of those. So we can upgrade Pile Drive. We did Master Gouge. It doesn't get any better, which is unfortunate. I would happily upgrade either of these right now. And it looks like I almost have enough to do both. But I'm going to go ahead and Master Pile Drive. And so now we can equip that even without the electrical abilities equipped, which is great, because that means we could get something more useful and get rid of blind... like, Blind Justice is just like... we don't use it. We don't use it. It's not that it's bad. It's that we don't use it, so we don't need it. So we could equip something else over there and just have those abilities on it, which is handy. Well, I mean, once we upgrade the other one. 11 bolts from the sky. Is this the direction we came from? What is this? Bonus area? See, this feels like we're going to come over here at some point and there's going to be a monster up here to fight. This has the feel of a place that you would have a boss battle in, you know what I mean? And then what of this? We can't go down there, never mind, the game won't allow it. I don't know if we should be here right now. I don't... oh no, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, we shouldn't have come up here. This is not where we needed to be. Pandemonium rank S. Only level 45, though.
It's the king of the castle.
Oh, I'm such a sassy boy. Such a sassy boy. Like, I wanted to get us into this situation. I suspected there would be a beast up here at some point. Didn't think he'd be here now. Obviously, if I'd known, we wouldn't come up here. I'm trying to freeze him to give us enough time to do this. The teleporting is going to get very annoying. It's going to make it difficult to land hits on him. I'm not a fan of it. I would like it if he stopped. If we timed that better, we'd be able to waylay him right now. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Let's hit him with that upgrade. And then let's hit him with this that we're about to upgrade once we defeat him. We're going to use the upgrades we get from ripping his flesh off of his body. This should stagger him. We got to get that stagger in before whatever that thing is lands. Did the game kind of freeze a little bit there, or did I misunderstand what was going on? What I'm trying to get at here is that I think we've got Pandemonium. We just got to keep up the rhythm that we've got so far. The teleporting around is an irritating sort of aspect of the fight, but it's one that we're going to have to deal with. As soon as he's out of that, we're going into this. Get him before he teleports. I think we just got to avoid these, right? Like, just don't be in the middle of them when they blow up, and we should be fine. Whoa! Hit him with one of these again. Hit him with one of these again. Come on. I thought this was supposed to also do a little bit of healing to us. Does it actually? I'm looking at the very end. It does a little bit. Come on, get him staggered. Get him staggered. We've just about got him at half health. If he doesn't go into any kind of weirdo second phase, I think we've got the whole thing figured out at this point. We're doing decent. It's a bit hard to keep track of everything happening on the screen at once. The help of our allies in this situation is definitely coming in handy. It's definitely making this fight easier. I think in certain situations, we might be better served doing a proper dodge. Just because you don't have that moment at the end of it where you're like, when you do that, there's a moment where you're kind of stuck there. Oh, shoot. I guess I thought he'd be frozen longer than he was. He's coming out of it, so let's hit him with this as soon as he's out. I think it's best we don't even try to get to him until this is done. Oh! This seemed like a good idea in that immediate moment, because I thought it might stop him from actually unleashing that attack. And I want to throw out that I think it kind of worked. Oh! Just going backwards. Just keep going backwards. I think this is it. I think this is it. I think now we just hit him with everything we got. I think we bring this out. just as like a final insult, and then we just start waylaying him with that dealing damage in the background. Notorious Mark slain. We didn't even know about this one. This one's new as of our arrival in this continent. Jeez, that's a lot of experience. And we got a stained loincloth! I know it sounds weird to be excited about that. For context, we need that for crafting something.
Your reign is at an end.
Oh, we're inside of him now. That's not exactly what we wanted. We could go back and go ahead and put that together, but we also need 3 orichalcum for the super special sword that we're trying to manufacture, and I want to make sure that we have 3 orichalcum, because that's my priority. I'd rather be able to build that than be one shy of it, so we're gonna hold off on going back and building. It's one of the 2 Ouroboros pieces that we can go build now, and we're not gonna worry about it for the time being. But aren't we glad we wandered off the beaten trail up there? If we have a gander at the map, it looks like we've done a pretty thorough, I was gonna say excavation, but exploration is the correct term for what we've been doing here. We don't have shovels and picks. We're not digging into the earth and finding long buried treasures. This is not an excavation. Got some Wyrite there. I think we called getting some of that earlier, back at one of the first chests we cracked open. What's the odds we'll find an orichalcum in one of these? It seems pretty low. Also, I was trying the other day to figure out, as I was editing one of these, I was like, what do I know orichalcum from? Like, what do I... It's a video game thing, but and then it finally came to me. It was Kingdom Hearts. Which is just... It's just the Final Fantasy, but slightly different. It's Final Fantasy with Disney characters. That's what it is, let's be honest.
Over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Oh, the music just got oddly introspective in tone. Listen to that. That has me questioning all my life decisions. Everything leading up to this moment now is up for debate.
Aye, aye.
Oh!
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
That's...
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
That's a whole army down there. We're just gonna ignore it? I mean, I'm pretty sure
Clive,
I've got the abilities necessary to wipe them all
go
out.
on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
I totally thought he was about to just jump over the edge and
Sure
go full
about
Phoenix.
this.
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
I'm not comfortable with it, but if we get to play as him, that would be kind of cool. Can we go
Lady Vivian's map is
back
so
over here?
old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Why did we not simply go with Joshua? If we're gonna carry on and then stop and wait for him, why not just go with him and make sure he doesn't get killed? Because I know where this is going. This is going to, oh, we have to go rescue Joshua now. There's no way that's not where this leads. I've played a video game or two. I've watched a couple of movies. I've sat through a TV. A mud crab!
This reeks like a mobile's arsehole.
I
I'm
beg
guessing
pardon?
It's not the smell that'll kill us.
Is that something you smelled a lot in your life there, sir? Alright, there we go. I really showed that mud crab who's boss. Who remains to stand against me here? Show me my enemies. Torgal, you did a good job as well, boy. Very proud of you. You did all that by yourself. You know what, Torgal? You've afforded us the ability to go in here now and upgrade Thunderstorm. That ability's so good already. I didn't even realize it wasn't already mastered. That's a fun time. It's kind of a shame that we are rapidly approaching... Oh, that's a giant turtle. I kind of don't want to, if it can be avoided, you know? I'm not in the mood to deal with the giant turtle. It's a shame that we're approaching the end of the game, and there's certain abilities we've just never used because I didn't like the look of them. You never know. There's some things in here that if we had tried them, I might have realized they were incredible, and they would be my favorite abilities, but I never tried them. You know, I certainly didn't think that just doing that would become my favorite thing to do in the game. But it's so satisfying, and it makes combat so much more dynamic, in my opinion. And is this a skeleton? This is a skeleton of a giant... Is this a dragon? What is this? It's a beast of some sort. This is its spine. Interesting. So old it's turned to rock. That's a nice touch. I like that. Good environmental design. 10 out of 10. Best Final Fantasy. Not really. Good game. Fun game. Great fun game. Good environmental storytelling. Let's just leave it at that. Let's stop adding so many qualifiers. What is this right here? It's a slime. I don't like it. I want it to be consumed by a tornado, but it won't be for some reason. Clearly, I used the wrong ability. Surely we should have just done this and been done with it. This is going to be the much better approach, I think. Is he in the tornado? No, he's not. He's not even bothered by it. I didn't realize that a blue trifle was something we'd be dealing with today. It just kind of came out of nowhere. It looked very scary when it first showed up, but now that we know what it is, and I've got a pretty decent idea of what to do, I'm less bothered, but I'm still bothered. I want it known that I'm still bothered. Recently updated ability, or upgraded, I should say. Ooh, yeah, that's good. It doesn't seem to be bothered at all by the freezing. It doesn't get frozen like everything else in the game. The frostbite seems to have very little effect on it. Good riddance to... Oh, good riddance. I get the timing wrong on those sometimes, and it's only a slight embarrassment. Come here, you. That was way more embarrassing. Whoa, that's kind of a cool ability. Just a little lift in the air? I like that. Come here. Stop that. Cool though your abilities may be, you're an irritant, and I'm ready for you to be dead. Yeah, this is an unpleasant swampland. This is a proper swamp, too. Like, Rosaria's got some swamps. I guess this is less of a swamp and more of like a bog. This reminds me of a place I used to go hunting with my dad when I was a kid. I wasn't big on hunting, but my dad liked hunting, so I'd go with him sometimes. I think it was Sweet Gum Pond. It wasn't really a pond, though. Oh, not another one. Come on now. Uncalled for aggression. I didn't do anything. I don't even want to be fighting you right now. This is a decision that you've made. I would much rather not be here doing this right now. If you would just let me go on my way, I'd happily leave and never turn back. Look at all these creatures coming out to fight now. This is your fault. Look at all these crabs. All these crabs are gonna die, and it's entirely your fault, you blue trifle. If you just left us alone and let us pass through. Fortunately for you, my faithful companions have already dealt with all of your faithful companions. So that saves us a bit of time. Makes me slightly less irritated at your existence, but I'm still irritated at your existence. Don't misunderstand, you blue trifle. I'd rather not be dealing with you right now. Peace. Peace and quiet.
Don't look down, Torgal.
Interesting. So that just goes on for infinity. Is that the case? I do like whatever's going on over here. Just the dilapidated wood, like platforms and everything. That's pretty nice. I wish we could explore that, but alas, Clive jumps the height of like a little fish leaping out of the water. No, little fish leaping out of the water generally jump higher than that. Why, right? Bloody hides. Right on. They've got the full gambit of random items all spread out across here. So do you reckon these people are going to be friendly, or are they going to hate us? Or is the city abandoned? That's an option we should consider, because it's probably accurate.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gav!
This is the nothing that we can do. Sorry to the citizens of this lovely city. Sorry that it had to go down like this.
A question for later, Gav.
Okay, that like barely hit this guy. And I think actually all the damage was from Torgal, so we didn't hit him really. I'm just gonna run over here. I'm gonna leave all those guys back there in the twister. I'm gonna just do this, and then I'm gonna be on my way. That's it. That's all I came by here for. Just came by here to do that, and then carry on with these guys. These guys are oddly pretty resistant to dying via... Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just heal yourself? Who healed you? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Who's doing the healing? Who's at fault for that? You. It's gotta be you. Okay, he's dead. So no more healing, hopefully. And then we can do this again. We should take care of everybody? No, there's more. It truly is the whole city. Hey, excuse me, hold still. Where are you going? Running right past me. No concern for me whatsoever. Might as well not even exist. Oh, where'd you come from? I was so busy with the little guys, I didn't realize there was a giant War Avis here. Oh, take a potion. Very well, War Avis. You fought well, but alas, you will fall to the fiery swords.
Farewell.
Who's left? Just this guy? Who's out there? Oh, that was an interesting way to end that. Oh, this is gonna be the boss. This is the big dad. Big granddad. He's a large fella. He's got a big axe. That's like an Axon-sized axe. It's a Bionicle reference. His name was Axon, and he carried a large axe. I don't know if he was named Axon specifically because of the axe, or if he picked the axe because his name was Axon already. All I know is that I tried to do that one-handed because I was also trying to turn on a light. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing too hot right now.
Nice try.
There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Come here, you. Oh, I don't have time for that. No, I gotta attack this guy. My companions could take care of the little guys. This is my priority, is the big dude. I genuinely don't even have time to acknowledge that the little guys exist. Alright. Once we go through this, I'm gonna throw a bone to my companions and help them out by unleashing Flames of Rebirth, which should damage this guy, build up his stagger gauge, and also take care of all the other little dudes that may or may not still be wandering around. I don't know, my companions might have already dealt with them. Oh, he's just barking like a little dog. He doesn't sound like the foul demon creature I know him to be anymore. He just sounds like a little dog. That's pretty rough, man. Also, I think that's everybody else defeated, so it's just this guy now. And so you'd think my friends would be engaged in the fight, right? Like, you'd like to see Torgal over here. You'd like to see Gav, but no. Gav's got other things to do. He's just walking around with his sword out, looking intimidating, but not actually fighting. That's fine, Gav. Wouldn't want you to break a sweat for me, you know? Okay, he did just take a giant punch. This guy's way more interested in attacking Gav at the moment for some reason. He's almost defeated. We've almost got the guy. And with this hit, he's not... I thought I was going to stagger him and then just start stomping on him. But unfortunately, we did deliver that one last hit before he even hit the ground. I say unfortunately. I'm glad he's defeated. 15 sharp fangs, too. No orichalcum. I think we're only going to get that from the hunts, if I'm not mistaken.
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
What could it possibly be? Okay, so Odin's here.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
I would have loved if the horse had started talking.
Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
If he wants us to go there anyway...
How are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
Why allow the Akashic to even attack us? Why not just order them to stop? Hey, is that the Red Moon? Okay. He's erected some kind of a force field. Is this where we fight him now and we get our final batch of iconic abilities? They're gonna take Gav from us here, aren't they?
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
Glad that Gav is there to ask the questions that we're all trying to figure out ourselves.
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We go back to Joshua, who's found a route through that ancient...
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
Let's go find Joshua.
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
I mean, like, how so? Also, I totally thought he was calling down the red space station. I thought that's what that was. Obviously, I was wrong, but that seemed most likely to me. At some point, that's going to come in. I bet you that's where the final boss battle's going to be.
Clive. Don't want to be blindly wandering its blighted fields if I don't have to.
Listen, we're trying to figure it out, okay? Just need you to remain calm while we do a little exploration and see what we can dig up. Apparently back in this direction. But first off, what about if we go this way and we look for treasure chests. I reckon this ends with us all being teleported to the red space station next to the moon, and that's where we find out all the secrets.
Where do you want us to go?
I'm assuming that direction, where there's a mark on the map. But, like, what about the loot? What about the treasure to be had? Look at this! If this is not a stairway to treasure, I've never seen one before in my life. That's bound to be what this is. You gotta search every little nook and cranny. Look, here's a ladder. This can only lead to reward. Look at what I found. Looky here.
There's no one home, Clive.
Listen, Gav, I need you to just shut up.
Somewhere to sit down and look at the map.
Look, we got an orchestration roll! Gav. Gav, you see what happens when you just shut up and let me do some exploration? I see the mark. It's not like I've missed the mark on the map. I understand. Does this lead to the same place as the ladder? Yes, it does. See, definitely worth our time. Sit over here and complain all you want, but at the end of the day, I'm the one bringing home the results. Can I jump off of here? Yes, I can. What about this direction, then? I think that's the direction we came in, so we're not likely to find anything new over there. At least I think that's the direction we came in from. Yeah. And we can't go that way. Alright, we'll go ahead and check in with the actual story now. So what do we reckon this guy wants from us?
So did I.
All of them what? Is there more Akashic back there? There's more Akashic back there, then there's bound to be more treasure over here. Maybe not. Okay, you know what? My senses aren't 100% every time. Where are the Akashic? I see that it definitely wants me to go inside there, and that's fine. Looky here. Bloody hides. Imagine finishing the game and not getting those bloody hides. Could not be me. Let's see what we got inside. Maybe a nice little family? Little girl? Is it little medicine girl somehow? Imagine! It could not possibly be. I cannot fathom how it could be. It's just a regular old lady. It's an expecting mother!
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, alright?
Who?
Why have we put... Is Torgal just, like, keeping guard, or do we not allow him inside?
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
Why is this expecting mother so fine?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
I feel like a different track would suit this story a little bit better.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left.
drawn east to the tower, to reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
So we all need to get pregnant.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out.
So we all need to become pregnant with bearers. This is very quickly turning into a weird fetish game.
That's where we'll find the king.
Meanwhile, in the old abandoned ruins...
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be...
We're about to learn something. That's a thick door.
The mural is complete.
What are you doing? You pulling out a camera? You take a picture?
Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix?
The Phoenix is apart. It is separate.
By the Founder.
Oh, the other shadow one. The other hooded one. Who is the other hooded guy? Have we figured that out yet? Every so often there's just another guy with a hood.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Make for the Reverie, the Footfalls in Ash. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.